People ask me all the time, Ursula, why are you single? Why haven't you found the love of your life? You're such a good cook, you're such a good this, you're such a good that, you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And you know what I've found? Because I didn't know how to love myself, I honestly didn't know how to love. And I didn't know how to qualify the person to be in my life. I didn't know how to vet. So no matter what I did, I would spoil them and bring them into my life, only to find out that true colors come out, and you can only pretend to be somebody that you're not for so long, and then eventually true colors come out. So I'm making some asparagus, steaming some asparagus, and then eventually the true colors come out, and I get to know the person, and I'm like, oh, once they show me who they are, I'm not that interested. I'm not fulfilled. You see, I'm fulfilled when you buy me flowers, you act like I'm the most important person, treat me like a queen, yada, yada, yada. But when it comes to financial, you drop the ball. And for me, because I'm an older woman, and because I've worked so hard to get what I have, and because I've got it at an older age, I can't not be concerned with who comes into my life, because I had to start over at 50, which is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. And I've only been able to attract younger men since I've been here. And I think I'm gonna dye my hair silver so that people know that I'm an older woman, so I can attract my age of a man, because I feel like I'll have better luck with the age of my, like, 56, 57, because they've already are established, hopefully. And if they're not, I don't want them, but I want them to have their own home. I want them to have their own money, and I want to know that we're together for the right reasons. And now that I know how to love myself, and I've been on this healing journey, I know now that I get to qualify them to be into my life, because I'm amazing. I can cook, I clean, I take care of the inside and the outside, I pay my own bills. And for so many years, I discredited who I was, because I believed everything else that everybody else told me. I want you to see these flowers. They're so beautiful. And it just discredited who I was. And I wondered why I was never fulfilled. It was because I didn't know who I was, and I didn't love myself. Now I'm going to take some sweet potatoes that I've already made and warm them up, and I'm going to have sweet potatoes, asparagus, and Marry Me chicken wings in the air fryer. They're in the air fryer right there. I make the best chicken wings in the planet in my air fryer. Let me warm this up. So not knowing who I was, I would allow just anybody into my life without having them earn me. And men can spot that a mile away. They can spot insecure women, women that they can take advantage of. And for some reason, just bringing them into my home and making them dinner made them get addicted. And I thought it was, I wanted to hope and pray that it was addicted to me. But when you pay attention and when you watch and observe people's actions, they can only be a certain way for a certain amount of time. So if you stay quiet, and people always mistake my kindness for weakness, so then I got an upper hand that way as well. So I stay quiet, I observe, and I watch how they treat me. And for a while they treat me great, and they buy me flowers, and we're having a great time, we're having a lot of sex. And I don't know that I'm 55, I think I'm 35, so I relate to that very well. I've got a really high drive. But for some reason, the financial hasn't matched. So I guess, the older guys that have all the stuff and they want to be a sugar daddy, and they make it clear, and the young girls are with them for that. I've never wanted that. To me, that's yucky. I don't want to take care of a grown man. I think it makes me just not even respect them and not want to have sex anymore. It makes me angry. It makes my moods change day to day, because I'm like, why are they here? If you think you're just going to take the garbage out, barter my time, and not ever pay the mortgage or pay the financial responsibilities, take my car, get gas in it. I want an old-fashioned type of love, I realize now. I thought I didn't want somebody older because my husband was 4 years older, but the thing that I admire, looking back, that he did for us was he always kept a job. He always provided for us. And we always had a house. We didn't have a lot, but we always had a house, and he always redid it and painted it. And I had security as far as that went. So now, at this new chapter of my life, about to turn 56 in June, I know exactly what I want, because I love myself, and I just did the whole healing isolation thing. Now that's a forever thing. You're going to have to dive into yourself every day with some type of meditation or prayer. You can't just do it one time and then think you're healed, because there will be triggers and things that come up. So now I know what I need is somebody, pause, I'm going to flip the chicken. So now, having been through this, I know exactly what I want. I want an older, old-fashioned guy. I want somebody gives me a soft place to fall. Sorry, young guys, you're disqualified. I want an older man now, or age appropriate. I'm 55. But there is a place for you to go. I have my fantasy videos, so you can go there and fantasy all you want on me, and I have no problem with that. I have all ages over there. Oh, if you want to find that, it's the link is on my Instagram, fantasycurvy, C-U-R-V-Y style, and in my bio there's a link for that. So fantasize all you want. I have no problem with that. I just know that in my real life I have to vet and require more, because they have to be qualified to be into my life, because I have not qualified these younger men, and then they come into my lifestyle and they get used to my lifestyle, but they don't have the money to back it up. So then I'm wanting to travel, I'm wanting to do this, and then I'm finding if they want to come, they have to ask for time off of work. I've got to pay for their flight, and it just gets it gets like I'm paying for a relationship. That's how I feel, because I want to be safe in my woman's energy. Just because I have it doesn't mean I want to spend it all on a man, because I don't. I'm not desperate. So now I'm in this space of being free, cooking whatever meal I want. Right after my walk, I just worked, and then I walked, and now I'm making to die for chicken wings. The biggest meal in the afternoon, and I don't want to have somebody come home at 5 o'clock that I have to pretend that I'm their wife without the benefits, without the money. If I'm going to cook for you, clean for you, love you, dress for you, all that, I really feel like I am worthy of being compensated for all that. And I think that men, you need to realize a woman can turn a house into a home. A woman can give birth to children. A woman is the prize. I don't want this 50-50 thing. I hate that. If I have to do 50-50-50, then I'll just live by myself and make the money, get the rewards, and pay for it all myself and be by myself. Because I've found it's a whole lot more affordable to be with myself and take my own garbage out and mow my own yard, because you have to understand, when a woman can pay her own bills, she's on a whole nother level. You got to come correct when you come for a woman like me. I've tapped into my feminine beauty. I've tapped into my money-making machine. I am tapped into my everything. And you can't come with just, can I take your garbage out and not communicate with you? You got to come, you got to stimulate my mind. You got to stimulate my body. You got to come with money. You got to come with it all. So for those of you that say, why are you single? Because I have compromised way too long. Bella, stop. Way too long in my life and listened to how everybody else thought I should be happy, only to never be fulfilled. And now, baby, I'm working on my fitness. I'm working on my food. I'm working on my health. I'm working on my finances. I'm working on loving myself, writing my own love letters, buying my own flowers, treating myself like a queen, like a princess, like a star. So if I can't find that, somebody that elevates my life and adds to my life, why would I want? I'm not a desperate old woman. I can please myself. You know what I mean? I can please myself. I can buy my own flowers. I can write my own name in the sand. I can hold my own hand. I can hold my own hand. I can hug myself. I can go get massages. I can pay for a massage. But I don't want to pay for a man because I'm old-fashioned that way. So if that means I need to stay by myself, well, guess what? I have a million money-making ideas at any given point in my life. My mind is active. My body is active. I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in the pan. I'm a cook. I am a cleaner. I am everything. So if I am everything, why would I need to bring a man in here that's going to cause me stress and work and disrupt my nervous system and make me moody and not bring anything to me? No financial support? Are you kidding me? Like, I have people send me messages, can you get my green card? Can you marry me? Never. Sorry, I'm just not ever gonna do that. No, I'm not interested in that. What can you do for me? I have worked my entire life pleasing others. And that's why sometimes men say, oh my God, women, when they get older, they turn into bitchs. Well, sometimes, because guess what? We give. And for what? We end up alone anyway? So I gave to my family, I gave to everybody, and I walked away from that and came to find my fulfillment and my happiness, and I've found it. And I'm going to be very, 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 very cautious the next time I meet somebody. They are going to have to be vetted. What do you do for a living? Do you have your own house? Do you have your own car? Do you have your own money? You come to your house, I'll come to, I wouldn't even mind a relationship where you have your own house, I have my own house, and we get together and we do hobbies and have sex, and then you go home and I go home. I mean, that's just who I am now. I don't really need a lot. Let me get the chicken. So Ursula will be single until she finds the love of her life. This is my sweet potatoes yams. I've mashed it up. I steamed this the other day. And my asparagus. I can buy myself flowers. Now I understand why some people, look at this, and we're just waiting for the chicken. Now I can understand why some people don't ever remarry and they don't ever get in another relationship, because after we've gotten burned, and I know men, some people have had you've had bad relationships too, some of you. Oh my God. So, the moral of the story is always make your own money, be independent, but be open to finding true love if you vet them properly and if they are who they say they are. Men, remember, you can only put on the act for so long, so you might as well be who you really are and say, this is what I got. Do you want this or not? Let her have the opportunity to say yes or no. But I believe that every man should make his own money and never expect a woman to pay for you. That is just, ooh. I mean, if the woman's okay with it, fine. But I'm not okay with it. I want you to see what I offer. Like, I can make any meal out there. I was trained for 21 years how to make every kind of food you can imagine because my husband wanted me to be at home and cook. So that made me a professional. So these are Marry Me chicken wings. They're a little bit hot. I put barbecue sauce on them, but you can do honey mustard. You can do any sauce you like. Oh my God. Wings, asparagus. Let's get healthy together, baby. Could you imagine? If you come correct, we can live happily ever after together. Oh my God. It's so hot. I love you. Thanks for watching.